All right. Let's get this started. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are ready for a nice little first day of summer. Calm, cool, and collected. Porch Spook-Stream. Let's get it, y'all. I'll be right back. Remember to please like, share, subscribe. Do it. Alright, let's do it. Where's the frickin' screen? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Exposing Powerful Lies. How y'all doing? How's it going? Happy first day of summer. I just took a shower and I already look greasy, dude. It is hot. We got a frickin' heat wave coming through Buffalo. And I'm not happy about it. I hope you guys are faring better than we are. We got a little Halloween in June porch stream for you tonight. Thanks to our dear sister in Christ, Orthodox Boomer Grandma, reminding me about One Step Beyond. And so we're going to go through some of the top rated episodes. We're going to start watching probably, we're going to choose from the list of top 10. And that's what we're going to be watching today. And then I also have a radio show that we could end up getting to. But I'm going to leave that up to the audience, whether or not they want to get down with that. We got a little bit of housekeeping to keep up with, literally house cleaning. Good to see you, Slow Boy, Mojo, Daniel, Moldy. What's up, everybody in the house? Frickin' all the homeboys, all the homegirls, all the lurkers. It's not the heat, it's the humidity that gets you. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. It's that humidity. So, look, I get that it's cringe, alright? When a guy talks about his facial hair, it's super cringe, bro. That's why I don't know if I could ever do the sponsorship by Manscaped or any of that stuff. Like, hey, dude, you know what's really cool is beard oil. Hey, guys. Hey, what's up, fellow men? Beards and stuff. I don't want to talk about that, but we kind of have to because something just started. Things are going down over here, dude, and I don't know how to feel about it. I kind of feel like like a whore, you know? I kind of feel like I'm selling my face for the highest bidder, but I'm not going to complain about it because it helps me survive. So, you know, I didn't want to start a bidding war on the beard, team beard less. But without any doing of my own, I was sitting here minding my own business, and that's exactly what's happened. And so, right up until the stream started, Team Beard was winning, and now thanks to the generous contributions of Moldy Apple, they're about 28 ahead. I gotta add up the totals, but it's honestly getting a little bit crazy. And it's confusing to me because the whole reason that I wanted to get rid of the beard, there goes the light. The whole reason I wanted to get rid of it was because, you know, I'm single, and so I want to make myself a little bit more appealing to women. But Team Beard is pretty much entirely made up of women, so I don't know how to feel about this. It's like I'm, you know, doing the online dating and stuff, and then the girl sends you a picture of their face, and then I got to send a picture of my face. And I'm just like, oh, God. And I get really self-conscious about it, right? So that's why I was thinking I should take it off. So I bought the buzzer, all right? And I got into the bathroom, and I stood there, and I had it all set up. And this was like a week ago, and I couldn't bring myself to do it, you know? And so I am outsourcing the decision to the audience because I just can't. I can't decide for myself, okay? So you guys kind of gotta decide for me. I want to get rid of it. But for the highest bidder, you know, we'll keep it around for another couple of months. But it's looking like we're going to be trimming it down. And since so many people catch these live streams the day after, I think tomorrow night at midnight is going to be the cutoff, all right? So you want to make your vote, you make your vote heard, all right? You want to tell me how to live my life, then tell me how to live my life. Just do it. Do it with the ducats, all right? Shouts out to Shelly. Shouts out to Claire. Shouts out to Moldy. I think they're pretty much the only voters, and yet somehow they've managed to rack up a total of over 100 on both sides. We got Team Beard, let's see, 100, 1777. I think that's everything for Team Beard. And then we got Moldy coming in with, what's 11 plus 33? 134? 144? So that's what? 117 versus 144, roundabout. So that's what we're looking at with Team Shave the Beard. Hang on. Coming in at least a cool 30 over it. So see, so this is Team Save the Beard saying it's adorable and manly, and I appreciate that. But let me just for example, okay, because I think just in the interest of fairness, and then we'll get off the cringe topic of me talking about my face. But just in fairness, let's show you guys what you're voting on. Okay, let's go to the Instagram. I had to go back into the archives to figure out when I last buzzed it off, and it turns out it was 105 weeks ago. So if there's 52 weeks in a year, that's over 2 years ago was the last time I buzzed. And this was the day I did it. And so this is what we're that's such a cringe picture, dude. This is what we're working with here. That's what I look like. I look like a 12-year-old girl when I do it. This is why, you know, in my heart of hearts, I side with the Team Beard. But then there's something weird that happens when you're a dude. And it's like, you know, I wish that we could take off and put on beards like a freaking hat, you know? Because every time I get this freaking urge to cut it off, like I instantly regret it the next day. You want it gone, like for that day. But then, you know, you miss it. So this is what I'll end up looking like if I get rid of it. I mean, there's got, you know, and going through these old pictures, I started to think that maybe it's been shrinking because, like, not that long ago, it looked a lot longer. Like 40 weeks ago, there's a picture. Here you go. This is what I'll look like. This is what I'm gonna look like. There was a picture from like 40 weeks ago where it looked like twice as long. I have to scroll back up. Anyways, so that's you know, it's these. I'm not good at this. I'm indecisive, dude. I'm really bad. I'm really bad at making choices. Okay, exactly. Holy crap, you look like my cousin Josh. Well, He's close. He's close. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what's so confusing is that it's all the women in the audience that don't want me to do it, which is the whole reason I want to do it is because I want to, be more attractive to women. So I'm just all sorts of confused right now. All right, I don't know what the hell to do. So please help me out, help me decide. And as I said, as of right now, it looks like we're gonna be buzzing it. So we got fireworks going off in the background. We got airplanes flying overhead. We got all sorts of stuff. I don't think anybody's gonna mow their lawn, but you know what? It's the summertime. It's Buffalo. We're on the porch. Anything can happen tonight. What else to talk about before we get into our laid-back spook stream? We got the Iran stuff going on. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to try to stay off that subject tonight because I really think that deserves a whole stream of its own. And I'm really just waiting to do that until we get into war with Iran. Now, today we did bomb Iran, but we bomb all sorts of places. Okay, that's not war. We bomb Middle Eastern countries all the time. It's kind of our thing, right? I'm mainly saying boots on the ground. We actually get into war, then I'll come out and then I'll be throwing my critiques all over the place, but I'm kind of with Moldy. I'd have to scroll all the way back in the hoping Iran is dealt with quickly because they suck anyways. Then the Israel cord can finally be cut off since no one is buying that malarkey anymore. Something's gonna give, dude. I mean, honestly, I don't think Israel's got much time left, which is probably why they're pushing for it now because they know their time is quickly approaching. And yeah, Iran sucks. It all sucks. So. I don't really want to get too much into the politics today because today is a relaxing chill stream. And then also because it's so topical, lately I've been really thinking about doing like a full stream, a nice non-controversial stream all about Judaism and Jews and sort of give my take as an Orthodox Christian on Judaism and sort of talk about the whole subject, dude, all of it. What a controversial subject, let's just say that. But so that is one that I've been planning recently. And then what else? I just watched Jay Dyer and Jamie and Orthodox Luigi on Elijah Schaefer. Did you guys catch that stream? I just watched that today. Painful, dude. It was painful to watch. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a good show. It was cool. But, like, dude, it was kind of painful to watch Elijah Schaefer, like, not know anything about Orthodoxy and the questions that he asked and just, like, having Jamie sitting there while you could see he's kind of like still stuck in the sort of MGTOW adjacent mindset of just like the most douchey kind of, anti-woman, actual anti-woman like mentality. It's kind of cringe a little bit, but it's still really cool to see Orthodoxy just enter into the zeitgeist and be more common and popular where you have these big figures asking questions and bringing people on like Jay Dyer and Orthodox Luigi. I often think to myself and say that, I feel like I'm the poster child for the Ortho bro, but then I see Orthodox Luigi and I'm like, no, he's definitely the poster child for the Ortho bro. I think he's more akin to your average Ortho bro. So I got to tip the hat. I honestly didn't even know about him until a couple of weeks ago, but from seeing a few of his videos, I saw him debate. He was the one that debated Voice of Reason, right? He's been doing good stuff. So that was good to see. So shouts out to Luigi over there. That's the Orthodox Luigi, not the Mangione Luigi. He's our Luigi, dude. Anyways, what else? I've been checking out a lot of Andrew Wilson stuff. Last time we talked about the Whatever podcast when we were doing the debate review, I had mentioned how I hadn't really watched any of the Whatever stuff. I have since watched quite a lot of the Whatever podcast, and man, dude, Andy's killing it, bro. Holy crap. I mean, I know that's sort of stating the obvious. That's sort of like I'm just the one late to the party, but like, holy shit, dude. That is, I mean, just so cool. So cool. He's dropping nukes every day out there. And it just warms the cockles of my cold dead heart because I think back to when we first were meeting Andy and hanging out and talking with him and Rachel. And Rachel would always tell us, because I think back to like when Tristan debated Destiny, right? That was like, what, 5-6 years ago? And after that debate, there was a lot of conversations going on about like, Should we even be like platforming to people like Destiny? Should we even be engaging with these degenerates? You know, should we even bother? It's so gross. Do we even want to introduce the audience to people like this? And Rachel and Andy would always, well, Rachel especially would be like, Andy's got a plan. Trust him. He's gonna expose these people for how retarded they are. He's gonna make them look like fools. Like, this is the point. We want to bring these people on so that we can show the world how retarded they are. And now, with the benefit of hindsight and being able to look back, it's like they were right. They were freaking right, dude. Um, I fell more into the camp of like, nah, let's not even bother. You know, let's not even bother talking with Destiny. And I can admit I was wrong, dude. I was so wrong. I mean, Andy's making these people look like fools every day, and so God bless to Andy, to Jim Bob, and to all the homies out there on the front line, really doing God's work, just making fools out of people. Favorite nickname? Grand Clontarfin. Yeah, that's a good one. What's up, Clontarf, dude? What's going on, bro? What's going on? I think that was Ubi. Yeah. Luigi, I know I saw an interview with Luigi on that one Roman Catholic. It was Roots of Faith, I think. That's probably the one I'm conflating it with. Either way, I've seen a couple of videos from Luigi now, and the point is that I thought he was doing good. Elijah needs a muzzle, dude. I mean, it was so cringe. It's like he's like, bro, icons are like effeminate, dude. Dude, icons are a little bit effeminate, bro. Like, it's just like, dude, like, I don't know what wires you got crossed that you think that like Orthodox Christians hate women, but we don't. And how the hell are icons effeminate? It doesn't even make any sense, dude. You could always just keep the beard short and tight. That's what I was thinking. But here's the thing: like the last time I tried that, I went to Supercuts. I got a haircut. I told the lady, I said, I've never trimmed this before, and I'm too retarded to actually do it myself. Like, I don't know how, you know? Like, I don't know how to go about trimming it, shaping it. That's what Chase Haggard always said. Dude, just shape it, bro. Just shape it. Whatever the hell that means, just shape it. I don't know how to shape it, dude. And I have a Tuscarora Native American mutt blood in me, so it comes in all thin and terrible. So I went to the Supercuts. I had the lady do it. She spent 20 minutes on it. It looked horrible by the end of it, and I told her to just cut it off. So, did he say that? He actually did. He said iconography felt effeminate to him. And both Jay and Jamie are like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, well, you know how girls like put pictures up in their house of their family? like, bro, what are you talking about? get a Floby? I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about appeasing both sides and maybe just trying to like have a friend help me and figure it out. But I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna let the audience decide for me. Pick for me and tell me what to do with my own life. Thank you, Julia. Or get a perm and keep only your stash, dude. I always tell my friends at church that God made me grow my facial hair like this so I couldn't do the Hitler stash because He knew I would. So He just left the little patch there. I got the reverse Hitler, so I can't really just do the stash because if I do that, it just don't look right with this little patch I got, dude. All right. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover before we get into stuff. We got the J Dyer thing, the beard thing, the Iran thing, the Jew thing. Oh, I've been watching a lot of Jim Bob lately. Jim Bob's been killing it. I caught a couple live and been watching a lot of clips and stuff. Those clips are great. I'm so glad he's releasing the clips because I sit at work all day. I'm in a truck, and so I can, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and so having these different vids are really enjoyable. Got to find an old school barber. Yeah, for real, dude. All right. So, anyways, let's get the screen on the screen and let's check out what we got today. Where are we at? So here's our list. I just went on IMDb. Top 10 One Step Beyond episodes. Our first episode, I believe, is going to be this. I'm trying not to show you guys the thing because I don't want to spoil it, but the Executioner. But then we'll go through and I'll let the audience sort of decide which episodes they want to pick from there. Let's see, what other screen I got? And then we'll go take this down. And then we'll pull up the playlist here. Hopefully we don't get struck. But like I said, I asked the creator of the channel if I could share these videos, and he said yes, so I think we're good. You got 85 episodes available here on YouTube. For those of you who weren't here during our last show, we were talking about One Step Beyond. This is the Proto-Twilight Zone. This is the Twilight Zone that came out before the Twilight Zone. And the whole gimmick of this show is that all of the episodes are based on a true story. And it's that like perfect 1950s naivety of around spiritualism that is just so nostalgic. You know, I love that. Oh, the art is psychic phenomenon real? Is ESP real? You know, it's just kind of cool. So we're looking for the Executioner. So let's find that episode. I didn't even check to see if it was on here. So hopefully it is. Guys, if you want to support the show, you can send in all super chats live. They will all be read live. We have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. If you want to vote on what I should do about this dang beard, then you can just send it in and make sure you write in the little, memo area whether you want Team Beard or Team Beardless, and I will definitely count your votes into the total. So this, I have this entire series on DVD. There are some really great episodes on this, but I figured just to make it easier for us, I would find a list of all of the best episodes, and we could just pick through that. I'm still not seeing the Executioner. This Gypsy one is one I really wanted to watch too. The Gypsy episode was good. If I can't find it on this list, I'll just type it in exactly. In fact, you know what? Let's just do that now. Let me see if I can find this. The Executioner. There we go. Hopefully this one's got a good quality. I told everybody, last episode, the one thing about this show is that, the film preservation is very hit or miss when you're watching old stuff. You can watch something from the 1930s and it'll be crystal clear, beautifully restored, and then you can watch an episode of TV from like 1967 and it looks like, somebody ran it through a washing machine. the film reel. So here we've got One Step Beyond, 1959, The Executioner, Season 3, Episode 15. The host is John Newland, and if you have not yet seen One Step Beyond, you're in for a treat. This is a very fun, old school horror TV show, and it's gonna be good, y'all. So I haven't seen this episode in a long time, but it was on the top 10 list, so I'm imagining it's gonna be good. So settle in, get your popcorn, get your blankies, dump buckets of ice water on your head if you're anywhere where the heat wave is passing through, and let's get into it, y'all. Oh snap, we got a Cotel Raid coming in.
100 years ago, these woods were the site of a busy supply depot for the Union Army. Food, ammunition, medicine were all brought in by train and sent ahead by men and wagons to the front lines. It was far removed from the field of battle.
I feel like I should keep the light on if we're about to get raided, because I don't want people to just like roll in and be like, why is he sitting in the dark, dude?
And there was little occasion for
what's going on here?
Of war, loyalty, bravery, sacrifice. There was little occasion, too, for a man to think about death. Except once.
Yo, Jay said he was on whatever? I missed that. Was that tonight? Are you talking about... I don't imagine that would be tonight, but... Dr. DPH, that's right. Don't you forget it, dog.
When death came to claim a victim under, shall we say, unusual circumstances. It all began in 1862. On a spring night with a Confederate soldier named Jess Bradley.
Damn. A Confederate soldier, the South will rise again. This is Basil Analyzer's great-great-grandpappy, based on a true story. He debated black not to erudite. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he did.
hungry, Reb? What do you know about that? You keep that dog under control or I'll kill him.
He ain't gonna hurt you.
That's right, he sure ain't. Get up. I've been waiting for you, Reb. You stole my supper last night and I got mighty hungry. And I figured you'd be around again. The Sarge is gonna be mighty glad to see you. Now you just walk out in front of me real easy like. Walk.
Can you imagine in 2025 them making a TV show episode where the bad guy is a Union soldier and the sympathetic character is a Confederate soldier? Can you even imagine that?
All right, you ignorant hayfoot. Now what are you gonna do? Load the gunpowder on top of the sugar? Move them sacks of sugar in the front, put the gunpowder in the tail.
Jim Bob and Cotel Raid? Oh my goodness, dude. Get out of here. What up, y'all? Welcome. Jortlandia raiding. Holy snap.
Where'd you catch him?
Holy
Get
snap.
hungry again, so I just
What up? All right, let's pause it. My goodness, dude. Are we getting both? Both at once? All the freaking love from DPH, Jim Bob. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been good friends the entire time I've been doing this channel. Love you guys so much. And I was just talking before all y'all got here about just how grateful I am that we got people like Jim Bob, like DPH, like our friend Andy out there on the front lines debating all of the degenerates of the world, all of the feminists and all of the liberals and all of the atheists and stuff. I myself am an example of the good effects of those kinds of debates. I mean, I myself discovered orthodoxy through Jay Dyer and through his debates. Just showed how ridiculous my worldview was. And so it really is beneficial. I had no idea that DPH was on whatever today, so I can't wait to go back and check that out. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. And today we are watching One Step Beyond, which is the Proto-Twilight Zone. This episode's from 1959. It just started, so come on in. We got a nice chill, calm, laid-back Halloween in June stream. So please like and share. And thank you guys so much. And if you've never been here before, this is Expose the Powerful Lies. We do all sorts of different kinds of content. Sometimes we have very calm, laid-back streams where we just watch old movies, watch old radio shows, and honestly, it's not a very popular style of video that I do. By far and away, the most popular content I make on this channel are debate reviews, interviews with big orthosphere names and big guest stars and stuff. That's definitely what brings in the most views and the most like new subscribers and stuff. But I really love old film and old radio, and I like to share that passion with the audience. And so even though it doesn't get the most views, even though it's not like blowing up the channel, I just really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. And so if this is your first time here, this is not the only thing we do. We do other things, but tonight that's what we're doing. So welcome.
cooking a rabbit and let him come to me.
What's your name?
Just Bradley.
What outfit you with?
I was with the Missouri Militia.
Sergeant,
Yes, sir.
I want these wagons loaded and out of here by midnight.
What up, Aisha?
Who's this?
We caught the straggler, sir.
Tom, hush. Get that dog out.
Well, you ain't taking him.
Nobody's gonna hurt him, not unless you bring it on.
All right, Tom. You go along with him here. Do as he says.
Colonel, what do we do with the rib?
Send him to Rolla. Let them worry about feeding him.
Oh man, since we got a bunch of new people too, I should also say we are holding a vote right now. I've been growing this beard out for 2 years, and we are holding a vote via Super Chat on whether or not I should clean shave it for the summer or leave the beard. So send in Super Chats to Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo, and just type in Team Beard, Team Beardless, or something of that variety, so that I know what you think. I'll be posting the links in the live chat.
Put this rib on the wagon. Keep a good eye on it.
Sergeant,
Yes, sir.
bring him in here.
All right, you heard what the colonel said. Move.
All right.
Come over here, boy. How long have you been around this camp?
Just since last night.
Didn't the Rebs teach you how to speak to an officer?
No, sir.
What's your rank?
They never give me one.
Were you ever mustered into the Confederate Army?
I don't know that word.
Did you ever take an oath? Did you ever sign any enlistment papers?
My folks, they was over to Carthage and, well...
Of course, Alexandria, our Orthodox boomer grandma, was the inspiration for today's show.
They died. I didn't have nobody left. I got to feeling pretty bad. And then old Pap come marching through.
Oh, we got a first schizo poster? Nice, dude. What's this? Here's some truth. Europeans created the black and white social construct of white. Lawful and black. Unlawful was never about skin hue. No one has white skin or black skin. That's the white lie from the white devil. We was kangs and shit for show, dude. No, I don't even know. Just the way you wrote it makes it look like a schizo post. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Old Pap come on marching through and I just sort of went along.
Why'd you stay around here? Price went south 10 days ago.
Well, I was sent out on a patrol and I got lost. When I found my way back, the army was gone.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely get what you're saying about that. As far as, I mean, like, look, like I've said a million times, like we've all said, you know, there is neither Greek nor Jew, male nor female, all are one in Christ. You know, we identify with being a Christian, not with our skin color. Obviously, there's in-group preference in any group, but yeah, I mean, up until what, you know, a couple hundred years ago, I mean, the Germans didn't consider them the same thing as Irish, and you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I hear what you're saying.
Don't lie to me, boy. You're not making sense. You knew this was a Union camp. Why'd you keep hanging around?
I was hungry. My dog was hungry. I figured to steal some food. There ain't no place else to get it.
I ate my dog. Get off my back.
Captain, where is General Curtis camped?
We should be in the Fayetteville by now.
Captain, get me a special rider to go out of here tonight, say, around 10.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with tribalism, in-group preference, etc.
Well, we're sending the regular dispatchers out tomorrow.
No, this is special.
Captain. Sir? Have you ever drawn up papers for a trial under the martial law code?
No, sir. There's a book in my quarters. Bring it back when you come.
Yes, sir.
Boy,
What do you know about the men who've been raiding our supply trains?
Nothing.
General Curtis thinks that you have a man holed up here who sends a message every time we send a wagon out.
Old Pap. He don't need help like that.
I almost did a Civil War stream years and years ago with, what's her name? What's the Dixie girl that is Orthodox? Dissident Mama? We almost did a full stream all about the Civil War. You know, I just prefer to stay off. It's just, you know, I think everybody knows my views on it. It's just, it's a quagmire, dude. I don't want to get
He's
into
got
it.
men all along the roads just waiting for a chance to bushwhack.
You know, sometimes generals get peculiar ideas. And once they start thinking, they don't let go of it.
Oh, yes, sir. I guess so.
Did you debate Dyer, Maryland?
Pick up that paper.
What for?
Oh, you probably called
Pick it up
in.
and put it in your pocket. Sergeant?
Okay, now I'm sure you're schizo posting, bro.
Search him. Empty your pockets on the table.
Well, I read that book, The War of Northern Aggression, written by the Confederate general. War of 1887 or so. War of 1887 and the Northern Invasion of the United States. I forget the title of the book, but it was a good read. And you know, being that I'm from New York and I was traveling down south and stuff, I learned a whole bunch about it. It was fun. She got absolutely obligated. Dog, you got obligated. Marilyn, what is your position? What are you that you're talking about obliterating Jay Dyer? Because if Jay Dyer could get obliterated by a white girl named Marilyn in the chat, dude, that would be newsworthy. That would be a historic moment.
16 kegs black powder. 4 light artillery caissons. That's a list of tomorrow's shipment.
It don't belong to me.
What was it doing in your pocket?
Sergeant, put him under guard. We'll hold his trial tonight.
What for? I stole food. That's all I done.
Put him under heavy guard, Sergeant. It isn't every day we catch a spy.
Oh, you're the Sav Sit girl. Okay, I saw you on a clip, dude. I saw the clip of, were you the one that called into Jim Bob? And you, like, didn't know what the hell you were talking about? Like you called in, but you were, like, you kind of were, I only remember the first few minutes of it, but you were kind of, like, struggling to get your footing. Was that you? Because he's talked to a few Sav Sits now. That was her? Okay, I know who you are. Nice. No hate, not trying to be a dick. Just saying, you know.
Well, take him out.
Colonel? Colonel? I ain't no spy. And you know I ain't.
That's a sovereign citizen. You know, like, I'm not driving, officer, I'm traveling. You can't give me a ticket because I'm not under that maritime United Kingdom law. I'm a free man.
And that this act of
retard
espionage
shit.
committed by a civilian in the time of war as an authorized representative of a hostile power is thereby classified as treason under martial law and shall be punished as such. Do you have anything to say?
No.
Look, and I apologize for pausing for everybody who's trying to watch this, but this is kind of what we do here, and especially now that we got quite a lot of audience, I'm going to be interacting with the chat. But, you know I'm calling, like, the sovereign citizen thing retarded, and it is retarded, okay? But I definitely was very empathetic to that view of things, you know? It's cool. I get where you're coming from. I get why a person would want to be that, would want to view the world that way, but it's like... It doesn't actually work, you know. And most of the people I've known IRL who get into the SovSit thing, it's just a grift. Like, you got these people who will, like, sell books telling you, like, did you know that your social security number, you have $1 million in, like, the Federal Reserve, and if you just know how to, you know, say the magic code words on your tax documents, you don't have to pay rent, and the government has to give you $1 million, and da-da-da. Now, I know not every sovereign citizen is that retarded and believes that stuff, but it sort of all goes together. Like, the sovereign citizen people are the same little niche circle that likes to get into all that tax loophole type stuff. And it's this big grift, and a bunch of people make a bunch of money off it. I understand wanting to be like, oh, no, I disagree with the way the system works, and so that's why I'm not under that, and I could try to speak in legalese and exempt myself from the law, but you can't. You're on property that's owned by the government, and no matter how hard you stomp your feet, like, if the police want to throw you in jail, they're going to throw you in jail, and they're going to find a reason to do it. But if it compels you to learn more about the legal system and it's just a fun thing to do, then cool, man. And maybe you could destroy Jay Dyer in a debate. I don't know. I've never watched you debate, actually, fully, except for that clip. So I say more power to you. If you think you can take on Jay Deasy, then do it.
As commanding officer,
Ain't
my
gonna
duty to
happen,
pass
but do it.
sentence upon you. You'll be confined until sunrise and shot to death by a firing squad.
That's a fact.
Guards take the prisoner away. This court is dismissed.
That's so true, slow boy. It's like, remember the video of the guy who was a sovereign citizen? He was in court, and like the judge was like, "Get the hell out of this courtroom," because she just didn't want to deal with it. And the guy like won. I remember I saw that years and years and years ago, where he's like, "I'm the living man. I'm the living man. I am not that corporate fiction. You're, what, you know?" It's just retarded. And he like walked out, and I remember people sharing that video all over the place, like, "Yeah, he won." And then I just saw in that Jim Bob clip the second half of it, where they literally threw him in handcuffs, took him out of the courtroom, and freaking just did the courtroom trial without him. So it's like, you know, they don't show you the parts where they lose. They just show you the parts where it looks like they won.
See a dog with eyes like that one?
Yeah, Austin, that or I'm not answering questions. You just crack the window
Captain, I
open.
have work to do.
Like
I wanted the dispatch sent
that
off to
much?
General Curtis within the hour. Captain, if you have anything to say, spit it out.
I was just wondering.
Bro, keep posting. Please keep posting, because what I'm going to do is after we're done going live, I'm going to go back into the live chat replay, and I'm going to put all of these into ChatGPT, and I'm going to have it write me either a slam poem with it, or they're going to it's going to make me like a rap song. And then I'm going to take that over to the Suno app, and I'm going to have AI create the song for me, and then I'm going to post it on YouTube. So please keep posting your comments. I'm loving it.
Isn't often you find a dumb brush runner with a pen and ink on him.
Meaning what?
Just doesn't seem to be any sense in killing a boy.
The thing is that, Maryland, God gives the authority to the rulers in the country. God gives them the authority by allowing them to take the power. So the fact that they have the power means that God has allowed them to have the power. Nothing happens on this earth without God's allowance, you know? It's just like if you say, you know, anything that happens, whether it's good or evil, God has allowed it to happen. God doesn't create the evil, but he could stop something bad from happening. If a wicked ruler gets into power, he still is ruling by God's allowance, right? And so, yeah, God's authority is the one authority in our lives. And are you talking to me? I'm a genius. I'm retarded. So if I say anything's retarded, just know I'm also retarded. But I get where you're coming from as far as like, oh, the cops, they don't have any authority over me. Only God has authority over me. Well, no, they do have authority over you insofar as they can show up to your house with guns and throw you in jail. So, you know, they have the authority that they can back up via force. And as a Christian, you know, we're taught, you know, render unto Caesar, right? Like, again, I'm not a theologian. I'm sure people can argue about verses and whatever, but all I would say is that it's sort of one of those battles that I wouldn't pick. I don't want to get into a bunch of legal battles with the judicial system trying to institute my sovereignty or something. It's like that's sort of not the point, you know. It seems like just sort of a waste of effort and energy. And also, I would think that if you're the kind of person that you're like hyper focused on your own like authority and sovereignty, that probably comes from a point of pride, you know. Like I don't want to bow down to any authority. It's like Christ is the truth. The truth is really at the end of the day all that matters. We're only going to be on this planet for 80 years and then we're gone. There's way more important things to focus on, like your own repentance, you know, like I don't know. Okay, well that makes sense then. Okay. That makes sense then. Don't serve a death code. Got it. Got it. All right. Now I'm getting more of a view of who I'm talking with. Well, God bless you.
You're what?
Oh, I don't think I can reach anybody. I'm just using it as content, dude. I'm just, it's just a springboard of stuff to talk about. It's just, you know, it's just like the schizo pillar posting in here about black and white. It just gives me stuff to talk about.
Sergeant.
What is it?
Sergeant, where'd you tie that dog?
Back of the tent area, sir.
I'll see you in the morning, Captain. Captain. You'll take charge of the execution in the morning. Good night, Captain.
He framed him.
What chance did he have anyway? If we'd sent him to prison camp, chances are he'd have got typhus and died. If we let him go, chances are he'd starved to death. If he did make his way back to General Price, chances are he'd get his head shot off, so what's the difference?
Tell Corporal Jenkins to be ready to ride in an hour.
Yes, sir. When I was a kid, they used to say a howling dog meant somebody was going to die. First time in my life I'd be willing to bet on it.
Corporal?
Yes, sir.
Give this man a blanket.
There isn't enough blankets to go around as it is.
I said get him a blanket and on the double.
I said get him a smallpox blanket on the double, damn it.
Should have gone to the devil himself before you came here.
I didn't even know where I was, Captain.
You have any folks, son?
I got a cousin with General Beauregard someplace. Maybe over in Virginia.
Would you like me to write him a letter?
It'd only grieve him to know I was shot. They, got my dog tied down someplace, huh?
Yes.
Old Tom, you know, he don't like to be tied down. You know, Captain, him and me, we've been through a lot together. You know? Over to Wilson's Creek. My, that was a fierce one. That old tomboy, he was right by my side all the way. He wouldn't let nothing happen to me. No, sir.
Somebody
Tom
shut
sure
that
don't like
dog
to be
up.
down.
I'll see that he's turned loose tomorrow.
Oh, I'd be much obliged, Captain.
Would you like something to eat?
No, I reckon I'm not very hungry. Oh, but if you could fetch a little something to Tom,
Well,
Oh, I got super chats. I just don't give YouTube a cut. We do super chats via Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo here. All super chats will be read live, and you can vote on whether or not I shave my beard via those super chats as well.
I'll
Post them right
do
now.
whatever I can.
thank you, Captain.
I made the choice not to monetize this channel. I could monetize it at any time. I've already passed the threshold. I could enter the YouTube partnership program, but if I do that, basically they're going to come in on my channel and they're going to be like, you know, I got the YouTube Gestapo looking at me a little bit too closely. I don't want them banning me because I said retard or fag or something, so I don't want to get in trouble. And also, I don't want to pay YouTube any money. But I may do that at some point. Dog's gonna break him out of there. Typically, we do have people guess the ending to the show, and whoever gets it right gets 5 gold stars.
Come in.
Thank you, Marilyn. Marilyn sent in $5 super chat with just the crown emoji. Thank you, Marilyn. Glad to have you here. And I will second what Kontar said. You should definitely go and check out an Orthodox liturgy at least one time in your life. It's great. But welcome. Glad to have you here.
Good evening, Captain. Did you send the dispatch to Curtis?
Yes, sir.
Have a drink, Captain.
No.
I'd like to see his face when he gets it. I'd give a month's pay to see his face when he gets it.
Wow. Wow, Julia. What a risky vote.
So you're feeling sorry for the boy, Captain? All right, so am I. I feel sorry for all the poor farmers that get in the way of our artillery. But this is war, Captain. People get killed.
Yes, but not like this. I'm asking you not to kill him, Colonel. I'm asking you to send him on to Rolla.
Captain, we're going to kill this rebel to get ourselves off the hook. The general thinks we've been lax about the spies. So we're going to give him a spy, properly convicted and executed. And that will get the general off our backs for a while. So you'll do as you're told. And you'll keep your mouth shut about this. Do I make myself perfectly clear, Captain?
Perfectly.
Good night, Captain.
I'm putting in for transfer tomorrow.
You know, I get what they're doing with the whole dog thing, but that is annoying as hell.
Corporal?
So we got a Confederate soldier captured by the Union soldiers, and they are murdering him. He has a dog. That's the dog whining in the background. So they just killed the Confederate soldier. So now you're about caught up. Damn Yankee scum!
No, I haven't.
This was gift to my pa. You fix it so I can see my dog, and I'll give it to you.
I can't do that.
Oh, they killed the dog.
It's a good watch.
They killed the dog. They're about to kill him.
Oh, it isn't the watch. It's just that, well, one of the boys took him out on patrol. And they figured he'd need the exercise after he'd been tied up all night.
Well, you take it anyway.
Oh, I can't do that.
No, take it. And if you get a chance, see that my dog gets in with somebody that's going to treat him right.
I'll sure do that.
Yeah, we were talking in the beginning of the episode how it's like so... like nowadays, there would never be a story where the bad guys are the Union soldiers and the good guy... Not really good guy, but the sympathetic character is the Confederate.
Sergeant, I never spied on you.
Yeah, it's basically a blend of Old Yeller, Gone with the Wind.
Swear, I never done it.
Would you like a blindfold?
Would it make it any easier for you, Captain? You couldn't see my face?
Sergeant, give this man a blindfold.
Like I said, brother, no disrespect. You keep sending in them comments, and I'm going to make a rap song out of them with the help of ChatGPT.
Attention!
Tom. Oh, Tom, I knew you'd come, Tom.
What? But the dog got shot.
But you gotta get out of here. Tom, get out of here. They're fixing to shoot me. Tom, I don't want you hurt.
Aim!
Tom, get out.
Daniel, you're not paying attention. That's one demerit.
Captain, get my dog out of here. Tom, I don't want you hurt, Tom. Get out of here, will you? Tom, get out of here. Please get out of here. Oh.
As you were, man.
What's the matter with him?
He's out of his mind.
Maybe I better get the colonel.
No, there's no need for that.
Captain, what's holding you up?
He's out of his head, sir.
What are you trying to pull?
It's no trick, sir. Nobody can kill a man in his condition.
I gave you an order, Captain. Carry it out.
No, sir, I can't do it.
I'll nail your hide to the wall for this. Hands, hut! Ready! Aim!
You don't have to kill my dog.
Ghost dog!
Tom, get out of here.
What are you trying to do to me? What are you standing there for? Kill him! Kill him! Get off me! Get off me! Help me! Help me!
What happened?
I don't know. Roll him over. His throat's torn open.
The official report is that the cause of the colonel's death has brain fever. Most of the men who actually witnessed the incident were never quite sure really what did happen. But one man knew. Jess Bradley spent the rest of the war in a Union prison camp and never doubted, even for an instant, that loyalty sometimes can be a lot stronger than death.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, what'd y'all think of that, dude? Was that not peak? Was that not killer? Come on now. For those of you who were having trouble following along, they killed his dog. His dog showed back up at the last minute and spared him. So yeah, Austin, actually you were kind of right. So I guess, you know what? I'll give it to you. Alright, I'll give it to you. It wasn't exactly what you said, but 5 gold stars for Austin here, because you did guess it closer than anybody. Definitely very similar Twilight Zone vibes. 5 gold stars goes to Austin for that guesstimation. Yeah, great episode, great show. I love that. We got a bunch more episodes we can watch. I am going to switch it over. We're going to do some radio now. I'm going to play an episode of the CBS Radio Mystery Theater from the 1970s. And just real quick, Marilyn says, don't pray for me to a God that you believe doesn't love all his children equally and tends to watch some burn forever and expects you to die. I'm okay, my cup overflows. So, just real quick, Marilyn, now obviously it's your business. Whatever you decide and choose to believe, that's fine. It doesn't really, you know, at the end of the day, like, the only sinner that I have to answer for is myself. But what I will say factually, just that is incorrect, God does love everybody equally, you know. The worst sinner, they say, you know, God loves the worst sinner, you know, more than the greatest saint loves God, right? God loves everybody. And so there's no Christian that says that God doesn't love sinners, or that, you know, God loves some people more than others or whatever, you know. God does love everybody equally. And then as for watching people burn, you know, you say your uncle was an Orthodox deacon, and what I think a lot of the people in the audience are telling you to do is to talk to him a little bit more about what the Orthodox actually believe. Because a lot of times people who are raised in the Orthodox Church don't know that much about the faith, because it's just that normalcy bias that they grow up in it, and it's just sort of like a cultural experience or whatever. They don't really get deep into what the faith actually is. But we don't say that. It's not like God created some place, some hell where he throws souls to watch them burn or anything. That's just not what Christianity believes or teaches. So I would just say that, you know, some of those things are just incorrect factually, and, you know, if you're interested in actually like learning about this stuff, to learn about what it actually is, right? Don't attack something like a straw man or something that doesn't actually exist. Anyways, so let's kick it on back. Let's go to watch. Where is it? Watch later. CBS Radio Mystery Theater: The Search for Myra. I watched this yesterday, something like that. And so this is from December 15th, 1978. I watched this yesterday, and I thought it was pretty good. So I'll share it with y'all. What I said is that hell doesn't exist in the way that you're describing it. You know, the Orthodox Christians consider hell to be an experience of the presence of God, right? And of course, I'm not. I'm just a layman, so, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. But basically, the whole point is like how, you know, a metaphor people use is like you put, you know, iron in a fire and it hardens it and strengthens it. You put wood in a fire and it gets burned up, right? And God's love is an all-consuming fire. And so in this life we learn to receive God's love, and we learn to receive the energies of God. And if you don't, then, you know, you can't stand that love, and it ends up being an experience that is not pleasant. But that, you know, the afterlife is basically all of us resurrected in the presence of God. It's not a place that he sends bad people. That's ridiculous.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents...
Dun, And before we start, shouts out to Jason Scholl. He sent in $10. And he didn't want to get in the middle of the beard debate, and so he just sent in $10 and didn't say anything. Thank you so much, Jason. Much love to you, brother. I really appreciate that. $5 came in from Tomas. He says, keep the beard, but maybe trim it. Well, he's in the middle too, so I don't know what column I should add that in, but he said keep the beard, so I kind of feel like that has to go into the keep the beard team.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Imagination, fantasy, daydream. How often we chide others and ourselves for wasting valuable time, for building castles in the air, when we should be concerned with the so-called practical things in life. Perhaps. But this pursuit of the will-o'-the-wisp is truly a safety valve. After all, how long would we endure if we had to live in the real world all of the time? Our mystery drama, The Search for Myra, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Mandel Kramer and Marion Seldes. There are days that are different. Some are filled with agony, some with exhilaration. There are days we wish had never dawned, and days we prayed would never end. But all of the days, the good ones, the bad ones, have this in common. If we survive them, they slip slowly away and are lost forever in the bottomless pit of the past. The sharp edges become dulled. The bright colors fade. The light goes out. The years pass by. And what was it? What happened? It's so hard to remember, so easy to forget. Why bother?
Janet? Janet? Janice? Where is that girl? I could have sworn she was sitting at her desk just a minute ago. Probably reading some book.
I have put love behind me. I am free of that mistake. You shall seek and never find me. I have no heart for you to break.
Damn it, Janice! How often have I told you to stop reading poetry at work?
Oh, Mr. Hastings, did you ring? I guess I didn't hear you. Do you want me to take some dictation? I thought I was still on my lunch hour. See, I eat in now because I'm going to college at night. I'm taking this course in new poetry, and I was just reading.
Oh, so you're moonlighting. All right. We'll see what the CEO has to say about that.
What was that poem?
I have put love behind me?
Yes.
I am free of that mistake. You shall seek and never find me. I have no heart for you to break. Do you like poetry, Mr. Hastings?
Not really.
Well, it's a required subject. Oh, you did ring for me, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, I'll just pick up my pad. I'll come right in.
No, it's all right.
French.
I can dictate this right here.
Oh, yes, sir. It's a funny thing about this poem. It's part of a group of poems. They don't even know who wrote them.
Just let me think for a minute. This is to Franklin K. Armstrong, president of Southeastern State Institute of Technology. Dear President Armstrong, I am honored by your offer of an honorary degree. It is...
If you'll excuse me, Mr. Hastings, it doesn't sound quite right. You know, honored and honorary.
Oh, yes, that's right, Myra. Well, let's start again. Dear President Armstrong, I am flattered by your kindness in considering me a candidate for an honorary degree. Does that sound too humble, Myra?
You all right, Mr. Hastings?
Of course I'm all right. Why shouldn't I be all right?
Oh, that's the second time you've done it.
Done what?
Call me Myra.
Myra? Why would I call you Myra?
I don't know, Mr. Hastings. My name is Janet.
I know your name is Janet.
Do I happen to remind you of someone called Myra?
I don't know anyone named Myra.
Oh, well, it isn't important.
She's just my side chick.
I just thought I'd call it to your attention.
Myra? Why would I call you Myra?
George?
Yes. Dinner ready?
We're dining out. Have you forgotten?
Oh, I always forget.
That's because basically you're an old stick-in-the-mud stay-at-home.
Only because, my dear Myra, you make my home a place of rare delight.
What'd you call me?
You just wait till you hear what I have to tell you, Myra.
You're doing it again.
The most fantastic...
Why are you suddenly calling me Myra? Who's Myra?
Myra?
We've only been married 25 years. I should think you'd know my name by now.
What are you talking about?
Yo, what up, Maddie? What's going on, homeboy?
What's my name?
Ruth.
Right. Now
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Go one step further. Who is Myra?
I haven't the faintest idea.
That isn't true. When a man calls his wife by another woman's name, the reason is usually quite obvious.
No,
Hang on, moldy. Don't you dare ban the schizo poster, dude. I'm going to make a rap song out of all the schizo posts he's making. Let him stay. If you ban him, it's going to delete all of his messages in chat, and then I won't be able to copy and paste them in a chat GPT. So don't you dare ban whoever else. All right, just ban Crispy. He's always asking to get banned.
Suppose I were to call you Tom or Percy or Lancelot or anything but George.
Ruth.
What would your reaction be? Truthfully. So who is Myra?
I don't know.
I think you do.
Darling, what are you building this into?
Have you met any attractive ladies named Myra lately?
No.
Anyone at the office named Myra?
No one anywhere. If it makes you feel any better, I also called Janet, my...
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different from what I'm known for, you know? This channel's definitely not known for this kind of stuff, but, you know, like I said, when the raid first came, like, even though this kind of thing isn't the most popular, you know, this isn't going to blow up my channel, like watching these old things. I personally love them, and I'm trying to share in the love with the audience, because I figure there's got to be at least a few of you who are into this sort of thing, too. And for those who haven't ever listened to these old shows, like, maybe I'll make a few converts.
Secretary, Myra. I tell you, it's nothing.
Well, if it's nothing, why are you getting upset?
I'm not upset.
Then why don't you lower your voice?
Because I'm in the privacy of my own home and I can talk as I please.
I think it's time you went up and got dressed for dinner.
None of that.
None of what?
None of that thin-lipped, well-bred, silent disapproval.
I can't help it if I have thin lips. It's not a pretty feature, I admit, but it isn't my fault.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Jethro!
I certainly shall not apologize for being well-bred.
All right.
And as far as silence is concerned, why, you make enough noise for both of us.
I'm sorry.
I know you are.
And to save my immortal soul, I couldn't tell you why I called you Myra.
Why don't you ask?
Ask who?
A psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist? They never really help anybody.
Now that's...
They're just a bunch of quacks. Yeah, Jethro, I did do a little bit of political banter earlier, but I am going to be doing a stream specifically about that, so I really didn't speak much on it. So, no, you didn't really miss anything much.
It's not necessarily true.
All right, look, I simply cannot imagine why I should have called you or Janet Myra, but I did. And it's just one of those things, and why don't we forget all about it? Actually, Doctor, it's a very minor thing.
Is it?
So small, so unimportant, I even hesitated to make an issue of it.
Well, big or small, the fact that you've come to see me demonstrates you are making an issue of it.
All right, I'll tell you why. It's a foreign body.
A foreign body?
Yes, you see, I'm a chemist.
Yes, Myra was a foreign woman, and it's her body that I'm thinking.
Basically with formulations. Now, every ingredient, each element has its place and its function. You understand?
I think so.
Inside me, there is a foreign body, something that I don't understand. Who is Myra?
You insist you don't know anyone by that name?
No one at all. Now, why should I call my wife Myra? And my secretary? Tell me, am I making too much of this?
Only you could know that.
If my wife ever found out that I want to see a psychiatrist.
Do you keep many things from your wife?
No. Just hold on, Doctor. That's not why I'm here.
No?
No. I'm here to find out about someone called Myra. Now, what does this have to do with the things that I tell my wife? Well, what? I mean, what's your answer?
I don't have any answers.
You don't?
No.
Well, this is great. Why do you think I came here?
To find the answers that seem so important to you.
But you just said you don't have any.
I don't.
Here's the thing, acute perspective. My buddy that I work with, he just showed me this app where you can either have it make songs for you using AI, or you can put in lyrics and then tell it, I want a rap song. I want a cappella in the Phrygian mode choir with female vocals. You can get as deep or as shallow as you want, and it will produce a song that is, it sounds like an actual real song. Like, it's crazy what AI can do. So what I want to do is I want to take all of your posts that was talking about, like, black popes and white man, white devil, black is a construct or whatever. I'm going to take all of those posts, right? I'm going to copy them and I'm going to paste them into ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, turn this into a rap song. And then I'm going to take those lyrics and I'm going to take it over to the app called Suno, and I'm going to have that pump me out a rap song using your lyrics. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. Because it's funny.
But you do.
Me?
Inside. Somewhere inside your mind, your heart, your psyche. The answers are waiting. They exist. But only you can discover them.
How long will this take?
A week, a month, a year, or perhaps never. It all depends on how deeply you bury them, or how truly you wish to find them. Shall we begin?
Begin what?
The search for Myra.
Dude, these these people in the 70s really thought that psychology and psychiatry was like the thing, dude. They thought it was just the answer to every problem ever.
Where do we start?
Anywhere.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Whatever you think you should.
Well, tell me.
I have nothing to tell you. I have no answers.
Well, ask me something. I mean, what is it I'm supposed to do? Is it all right if I move around? Doctor, just start me off somewhere. I was a little kid, as far back as I can remember. There was a sandbox.
He just instantly goes into his mind. Doctor, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I was 5 years old, and my father wouldn't give me a lollipop.
Maid who took care of me. Her name was Julia. And there was this little girl in a red pinafore, runny-nosed, nasty little girl who kept hitting me with her shovel. I was 3 years old, Doctor. That was 47 years ago, and I remember it. And that kid's name was Lois. You want me to go on? Okay. Kindergarten names. Let's see, there was Harriet, Jenny, Mary Lee, Eleanor, and Rachel. All the names through school. Melissa, Bertha, Alice, Beatrice, Eunice. I didn't think it was possible. But I have listed as closely as I can remember the name of every woman I have known in my life.
Every woman?
Every name I can remember. Casual acquaintance, a clerk in a store, a waitress, a girlfriend. Anyone, everyone. Those I may have met casually, those I knew intimately, those who were important, those I met just in passing, everyone.
Except Myra.
There is no Myra. I've racked my brain.
She must come from somewhere.
I've cut through the years. Names, faces, they come at me like a montage in a movie. 20 years ago, I shared a taxi in Dayton, Ohio with a woman named Corinne Davis. Ask
Bill Hicks.
me what's so remarkable about that. Go ahead, ask me. I'll tell you. We were strangers coming in from the airport. We never even spoke a single word. I happened to notice the name tag on her valise. I'm pulling names out of everywhere. Why can't I account for Myra? Why can't I remember Myra?
Why don't you stop trying?
Stop trying to remember?
Evidently, it isn't working.
Well, how will I remember if I don't try?
Instead of trying to remember who she is, why don't we try to discover why you should have thought about her today.
Why?
Suddenly you found yourself calling your secretary Myra.
Same.
And then you called your wife Myra. Does this suggest anything?
No.
Your secretary is how old?
21, 22.
And your wife?
48.
And you called both of them Myra. Was Myra a young girl you wanted to marry?
I don't even know who she is.
Marry and live with and grow older with?
I don't know how to answer that.
Myra is the woman in your life, maid and matron.
I tell you, I don't know any Myra.
You're not telling it to me. You're telling it to yourself. Why? Why do you insist that you don't know Myra? Why have you rejected Myra? You have gone through a virtuoso performance. You've listed well over 100 women. You weren't trying to remember their names. You were trying to forget hers.
That isn't true.
Myra is emerging. She has emerged from the shadows. And each time you speak the name of any of the other women who were in and out of your life, it's an attempt to drive Myra back into limbo. Why?
I don't know why.
What happened? What did your secretary do that made you look at her and say, Myra? Was it a look in her eyes? The way she wore her hair? Her dress? Her perfume? A tone in her voice?
Her voice.
It was her mustache.
Yes?
Her voice. She said... I remember Myra said, I have put love behind me. I am free of that mistake. You shall seek and never find me. I have no heart for you to break.
Myra? These were supposed to be the lines of an unknown poet. Or so we were told when we heard them for the first time. Obviously, our friend George hasn't heard those lines for the first time. And if you're an old-timer on this show, or even a new recruit, you know perfectly well that Myra wrote them. But who is Myra? Ah, for this, we must all await the second act. The romantic poets of the long ago were enamored of the name Sylvia. She was indeed a paragon of virtue and beauty.
Mela, your profile picture is strikingly similar to Marilyn, so that is believable. Very believable.
Shakespeare in particular wrote, "Who is Sylvia? What is she? That all the swains commend her," and so forth. Actually, you never really find out. We, on the other hand, are asking, who is Myra? And with 2 acts to go, we have a pretty good chance to find out.
A poem of love, Mr. Hastings. And you still say you don't know who Myra is.
A poem of love, Mr. Hastings. And you still say you're not gay.
You shall seek and never find me. I have no heart for you to break. What does that mean?
I don't remember, Doctor.
But it did have a meaning once. A very personal, even a poignant meaning.
I don't remember.
What a superb effort of will. How you fought to blot that woman from your memory, and you did, until someone, quite by accident, brought her to mind. And then all your defenses were swept away. You remember her now, don't you? Now you know who she is.
Yes.
She was always there, hidden just beneath the surface. How you had to struggle to keep her out of sight. What a strain it must have been to fight, to forget her every day of your life.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Obviously, she's the one you loved, and still do.
Yes.
Why didn't you marry Myra?
Her father, Ruthie's father, had the money.
I see.
I didn't have a dime. I waited on tables. I ran the boilers in a power plant. Ruthie was my chance. She wasn't beautiful like Myra. She wasn't even pretty, but it wasn't her fault. She came from a very thin family. Very long, very spare, very thin. But one thing about them wasn't thin. Her father's wallet.
Therefore, you married Ruthie.
Well, it made sense. Myra, what was Myra? College romance. She wanted me to starve to death as a school teacher, mold young minds, have an effect on the world. But I'm not a failure, Doctor. I built a great business. You've heard of Hastings Chemical?
Yes.
Well, that's me. And I'm even getting an honorary degree. It's for a synthetic flavoring. Well, that's also important, isn't it?
Whatever is important to you is important.
Well, it's even important for humanity.
Now, what about Myra?
Myra? Nothing. I've lived without Myra for all these years.
No, you've lived with her in your mind.
Well, I'm just going to have to face reality. Now that it's out in the open, I can just forget all about it. Thank you very much, Doctor.
It's beautiful, George, but...
But what?
Nobody should flaunt jewelry these days.
A necklace like this, everybody would turn to look.
Including all the jewel thieves in the country.
You don't like it?
I love it. But you didn't have to buy it.
Yes, I did.
And you didn't have to get me that brooch last week either.
Ruth, how would you like to fly to Paris for the weekend?
We were just away, remember?
Well, that's right, but what's the difference? We have a lot to make up for.
25 years.
I'm trying to forget about Myra.
I love you, Ruth.
I want to go to Kokomo.
Finally.
Ruth.
I always loved you. Was Myra beautiful?
Will you forget about Myra?
Oh, I would if I could. I know how it was, George. She was beautiful, but she was poor. She must have been, otherwise you would have married her. On the other hand, I was homely, but I was rich.
You weren't homely.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I probably could have gotten a husband on my own.
Yeah, I was there when Andy started Dono Chat, and he did, offer to let me start a account and whatnot, but I might have to look back into that, because I know, Emmanuel also was asking me to do Dono Chat, so we might make it happen.
After the really attractive girls had skimmed the cream, I'd have found somebody. But I wanted the cream, too. I wanted a man who was spectacular, like you.
Oh, I wasn't all that great.
So I said to Daddy, I want George Hastings. Buy me George Hastings.
Oh, snap, Barnabas Collins. We got a Dark Shadows reference? Okay.
Did. So I got what I wanted. So really, I should have no complaints. And didn't you get what you wanted? Money, position, power.
Yes.
A big fat wife.
It must have been made in heaven, and it says you can't have everything. You can't have all those things, and Myra, too.
Let's go out to dinner.
No, I liked it better the other way.
What other way?
When you kept us separate, Myra and me.
What are you talking about?
I was your wife. You went through the motions. You didn't pretend to love me. That was the part of you saved for Myra.
What do you want me to do?
Don't give me any more jewelry except on my birthday, and don't shower me with gifts and trips and flowers, because here's what I think of them.
Myra!
Yes! Oh, look.
Bro, that was the worst possible time to freaking call her Myra, dude. And don't get me any more jewelry except on my birthday. Except on my birthday. Don't buy me anything else except on Tuesdays.
I have never seen you so emotional, so filled with passion. And whose name do you speak? Hers.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you go to her?
I can't.
Why not?
I'm not going to lie. I am super jealous of the soundboard. I do need to get myself a soundboard.
What have you got to lose? My father's dead. The factory is yours. You can do as you like.
Go to her?
Oh, I see you're afraid.
What are you talking about?
Of course you're afraid.
Afraid of what?
All
Go to her?
these years there hasn't been a single moment that you haven't thought about her.
That's not
Right
true.
now?
No, but the question is, does she still think of you? You're afraid to face that possibility. What if she's happy without you? What if you're only a dim and distant occasional memory, or perhaps...
Did you miss the part where he took all her money? It was her father's company that he got the money from, and so it's now his money. So, honestly, like, he's taking her for all she's worth.
Nothing at all. Go back and see.
No.
All right? It's up to you. But I can tell you this.
Go back to your two-bit whore.
You won't have me anymore.
Ruth.
I say you won't have me.
You won't have
You
me
never
to kick
had me.
around anymore.
You could have, but you never wanted me.
I want you now.
Oh, no, you don't. You're willing to make believe I'm Myra. And you'll give me everything. Oh, it's very tempting. But I'm somebody, too.
Don't leave me.
How can I leave you? I was never with you. There was never any room for me. You were always with Myra. Go back to her, George.
I can't. You've been married for 25 years.
26, yes. Your marriage goes on. Your life goes on. The days come and go by the hundreds, by the thousands. So many days. And then one day, you just say no. I don't want this anymore. My husband never loved me.
Please, Ruthie.
I'm almost 50 years old. I'm not a beauty, but I'm a person of substance. Maybe I can find someone to love me. I'm going to try.
Probably not.
So you just go back to your Myra.
Ruthie, listen.
Goodbye, George. I loved you, but it's over.
I mean, 50
You
years
never loved
old,
me.
probably a little too late.
And it's too late to try.
I will check out Mysteries of Myra. I'll look that up right now. Ice, get out of the car.
All right, Sheriff. I guess I was pushing it a bit.
I don't give a lot of tickets, but when I see somebody doing 80...
It's Tom. Tom Calder's.
George Hastings.
Well, you might tear up that ticket for old time's sake.
For old time's sake, I should give you 2 of them.
Why, you still sore at me, Tom?
May I see your license, please?
Oh, come on.
And your registration.
All right. You know, Tom, it was almost 30 years ago.
Well, I'll let you go this time with just a warning.
Is that all you have to say to me?
So you've come back. I wonder why. Maybe it's to make a statement.
What kind of a statement?
You and I both know what kind, George.
Look, you had your chance, Tom, and she had her choice. She chose me, that's all.
I can't understand why you'd come back here. I can't imagine who'd be glad to see you. Now, why don't you turn right, just up ahead? It's a new road. It's built in short time. A shortcut to the interstate. Go back where you belong, George.
Look, this is also my hometown.
Just don't expect anybody to kill the fatted calf.
Oh, snap, that's right. You were talking about, like, free energy and living forever. Oh, my goodness, dude. Oh, boy. Some weird sex magic thing.
Hello.
Yes, hello?
Mrs. Kendall?
Oh, yes, I'm Mrs. Kendall.
Don't you remember me, Mrs. Kendall?
Are you selling something?
No.
Well, most people come by or want me to buy something, you know.
Plot twist, Granny here is Myra.
Mother Kendall, don't you remember me?
Well, I don't need very many things anymore.
It's George.
George?
Yes, George Hastings.
Oh, well, Tom...
Aisha, don't poke the schizo poster. He's freaking out because black isn't real. Black people ain't real, I guess.
Olders will stop by and say hello. Maybe once a month, Harry Jones will cut the grass, trim things. I used to be able to do it myself, but I can't anymore.
Because of my arthritis now, I can't touch my toes anymore.
I'd like to ask Myra.
Myra?
Oh, poor thing, she works so hard.
She still lives here.
I gotta ask Myra to touch my toes for me. Oh, Sonny, could you come here and touch my toes for me?
Yes, yes.
She isn't married or anything?
Oh, no, she's taking care of her old mother.
And you don't remember me? George Hastings?
George Hastings? Oh, it's so hard to remember. Sometimes it's as if you're reading and suddenly the light goes out. You're in the dark. You can't see.
Sometimes when I'm trying to smoke my crack pipe, I go blind for a minute.
George Hastings.
I was going to marry Myra.
Were you?
Don't you remember?
Oh, sometimes I remember everything, and sometimes I can't remember anything. And most things get so mixed up.
Is Myra at home?
Oh, yes.
Would you ask her if she'd like to see George Hastings?
George Hastings. George?
Yes. Ask her if she'll see me.
Well, why wouldn't she see you?
After the way I treated her?
George. Oh, a man like you can get away with anything. And you know why? Because you're so handsome.
Because you're so fine. All right, guys. Now is the perfect time to take our guesses. How do we think this is going to end up, all right? Because once we go from this point forward, you guys know a little bit too much. So let's get them guesses coming in. Jethro, let us know how you think this radio episode's going to end. Ghost Dog, all right, there you go. I'm just going to give you the 5 stars now, dude. You already won. You already figured it out. Death is coming. Try not to be so vague. Try to take a little more risk, guys, all right? Risk a little bit.
You know what I always say to Myra. It's a good thing
all right, Marilyn thinks the dude is dead. That's a real guess.
Handsome. You know what I always say to Myra. It's a good thing you're my daughter because he's so good looking. I'd try to steal him for myself.
Do you really think she'd see me?
Oh, George.
After what I did to her?
But it was only a silly lover's quarrel.
But I left her.
And you're back. You're here now. Does anything else matter? Come on inside. Why are we standing here?
Dude, Granny's the best wingman you could ask for. Holy crap.
Then walk right into it.
It's just been 25 years. It's nothing. It's fine. Yeah, sure, you left her for the rich girl in town. And it's been 25, 26 years, but it's fine. You're back now.
And here's your favorite chair. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
And after a while, we'll have a glass of your favorite lemonade. Myra, will you come down? Myra? Did she answer, George? I'm so hard of hearing now. Myra?
Yes, Mother?
Come downstairs, dear. We have a guest.
In a minute, Mother.
Yes, I think I heard her.
How is she?
Mother, shut your mouth, Mother.
Why? How do you expect her to be?
Well, it's been a long time.
Yes. When you're in love, every separation seems to last forever, even if it's only overnight.
Is she still beautiful?
Well, why shouldn't she be beautiful?
Hello?
Hello, dear. You have a guest.
Hello, George.
Myra.
Yes, it's Myra.
You can't be Myra.
Who else could I be?
Well, you should be her daughter.
Her daughter? Why do you say that?
Well, you can't be Myra. You can't be a day over 21.
But I am Myra.
What happened to you?
What happened?
Or what didn't happen?
Take your pick. What did happen to make her become younger? Or what didn't happen to make her grow older?
John Connor, what up, dude?
Some women admittedly appear young for their age. But a woman of 50 cannot possibly pass for 21, especially without the magic of lighting, cameras, and makeup. But here she is, and here we are. Mr. John Keats saw a picture of a girl on the Grecian vase, and of her he said, "She wilt be forever fair." It's true. That lady is at least 2,500 years old, and she's still as pretty as she was the day the artist painted her. However, flesh and blood ladies are less fortunate. They grow older with every passing minute, and after a while they must show their years. Is it possible that the Myra Kendall who is 50 is exactly the same as the Myra Kendall who was 21?
Now, why don't I just go inside and fix us some nice, cool lemonade?
Myra?
Yes, George. I'm Myra.
Myra?
I can't believe it.
Are you a vampire, Myra?
I knew you'd come back, George. I always knew it.
I should never have left.
Oh, yes, you should have.
Don't say that.
It was for the best, that other girl. What was her name?
Ruth?
Her father had the money.
Yeah, you took that ratchet-ass hoe for all she's worth, and now you're back.
You what you wanted.
Now I know I wanted you.
But you see, darling, the timing is everything. Had you chosen me then, you would have regretted it.
Never.
Oh, yes. You would have gotten tired of me.
Bro, talk about sus, dude. That's sus.
So you chose the money, and in time, you became tired of the money. And now instead of walking out on me, you're walking out on her.
Myra.
Yeah.
Myra.
You
Plot
want
twist. Myra's a sex bot.
the two things in this life. You wanted me, and you wanted wealth.
How is
And
this
by
related to Mysteries of Myra? This is like a completely different story. I got the Mysteries of Myra synopsis pulled up right here. It says it's an American silent film. It follows Myra Maynard, who is targeted by a secret organization known as the Black Order, which employs supernatural means to achieve its goals. Film is notable for being one of the first to treat spiritualism and the paranormal as scientific possibilities. How is that anything like this? That's nothing like this.
choosing wealth first, you're now able to have both of us.
Myra. Myra, why are you still...
Bro, nobody calls Africans black people. Black is a specifically American label. Black people are the descendants of Africans in America. Black people in America and in the Western world obviously are a completely different culture and a completely different group of people than black people in Africa. So what the hell are you talking about, homeboy? Like, settle down now.
So young.
Young?
Yes, you have the look, the freshness of a young girl.
I'm always young to you, George. Always fair. Ever lovely. Age will never mar thy face. Only spring and early summer. Thy everlasting living place.
I mean,
We are
it
young.
could be. It could have been an inspiration.
We live forever, a dream of never-ending youth. We have sought and found the secret. Love is our eternal truth.
Oh, you remembered.
Why are you still so young?
I'm only young in your eyes,
And why are you
George.
such a simp, bro? Remembering her freaking gay poem?
You are in mine.
I'm not young in my eyes. I'm 50, and I look it, I feel it. No, I'm not dreaming. I see you as I saw you on that last day. The day I left you. Everything about you. Look, the skirt you're wearing, it's the same. It is, isn't it? And the blouse. And it's still fresh looking and new. It doesn't look 30 years old.
You became very successful, didn't you, George?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you should be proud of it.
I feel as if I've wasted my
Oh,
life.
George, you became rich, famous.
But I didn't have you.
You have me, George. You have me.
No, I've grown old without you.
Exactly.
Look how young, how beautiful you still are. Why would you want me?
Because I love you, George.
After everything I did?
You remember Professor Gordon's physics
Bro, why
class?
are we not staying on the topic of her not having aged a day? Like, how are we just going to skip past that part? I'd be like, what the hell? No, you answer me right now.
Professor Gordon.
Physics? I took physics just so I could be with you.
We were the only two people who ever held hands in a physics class.
I remember what Professor Gordon said about matter. He defined matter as something that could neither be created nor destroyed. It just exists. Well, you could substitute love in that definition. Where love doesn't exist, it can't be created. And where it does exist, it can't be destroyed.
No, that doesn't
But it
track.
can be put behind you.
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
I have put love behind me. I am free of that mistake. You shall seek and never find me. I have no heart for you to break.
Right, so that's just more sus because she's acting like she still loves this guy. So, like, that don't sound good, bro. That sounds like she's pissed off.
That was the last poem I ever wrote.
I know.
That's actually a good guess, Jason, because, yeah, I mean, like, honestly, that's what I thought the first time I watched this was, like, is Myra a hallucination? Maybe she's not even real.
Last morning.
Do you know you're becoming famous? That is, your poetry is.
Oh, yes. Tom Calder found a whole bunch of my stuff, and he showed it to the professor in the
What are your sources? Show me your sources for that pseudoscience.
English Lit department at college.
Why didn't you let the world know that you wrote them?
I never wanted publicity, you know that. I was always so afraid of it.
You know, Tom Calder, I saw him today. He wanted to give me a ticket.
Oh, well, there was never
I
any...
literally distinguished Americans and Africans. I distinguished them. I said, Americans are black.
Love lost between you. Well, he knew me first, and...
You still see him?
No. I don't see anyone.
What have you been doing with yourself?
I've been waiting for you to come back to me. Oh, would you answer that, George, and I'll go and give Mother some help with the lemonade?
All right. Hello?
Is that you?
Who's this?
Tom Calder. What are you doing there?
Now, just hold on, Tom. I don't think that's any of your business.
Haven't you done enough? Must you continue to persecute that poor woman?
Look, did you wish to speak to anybody?
Well, I certainly didn't wish to speak to you.
No, I guess not.
And another thing.
Mother's having a little headache. She went upstairs to lie down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who's on the phone?
Tom Calder.
Oh, yeah, he calls Mother frequently just to check. He's a very good person. George, why are you holding my hand like that?
Yeah, dude, Tom is pissed, bro.
Mind?
No. Why are you staring at it?
Why are you so young?
I just look young.
No, there's a difference.
George, do you remember the last day?
Yes.
I'm glad.
No, I'm not. I've never gone on a boat ride since.
Oh, let's go now.
Now?
Why not?
You really want to?
Yes, because this time it'll be the best. We're together again, in love again.
Is there still a boat?
Well, why shouldn't there be?
Well, it's been almost 30 years.
Oh, but a lot of people tie their boats up down at the dock. Now they wouldn't mind if we borrow one.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, let's just commandeer a sea vessel.
Right, if you're sure you want to go.
Oh, I do.
It's fine.
Except if you happen to have bad news for me, like you did the last time.
Darling, I have no bad news for you. I'll never have bad news for you again.
Then let's go.
Yo, that's actually a good guess.
Mrs. Kendall? Mrs. Kendall?
Yes? Who are you?
Mrs. Kendall, it's me, Tom.
Oh, yes, Tom.
I just stopped by to see if everything's okay.
Oh, yeah, things are just fine.
It's just that he's in town.
He?
George Hastings.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure there's a happy ending coming.
George, of course.
And I know he's been out here to see you.
Oh, yes, he's been here.
Well, that took considerable nerve on his part. Nobody could blame you if you just threw him out of the house.
Dude, Tom's just mad because everybody loves him, dude. Everybody loves this guy.
No, they were getting along so beautifully.
Who's they?
They? Myra and George.
Myra?
Well, certainly Myra.
But Myra...
What about Myra?
Nothing.
You were going to say something about Myra.
No, I wasn't.
Don't say that to me, Tommy Calder. I was your kindergarten.
All right, she's a vampire, and you know that.
Teacher, I know you well enough. Now, what were you going to say about Myra?
Don't make me say it again.
Say what again, Tommy?
What I had to say to you 30 years ago. Your hair turned white. You never got over it.
Now, what were you going to say about Myra?
She's dead.
Oh, she's dead, is she?
Yes, Mrs. Kendall. She's dead.
You may be a sheriff and wear a shiny silver badge and sport a gleaming nickel-plated revolver,
but you're also retarded.
You don't know everything.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Kendall. She died 30 years ago.
Is that a fact?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked nobody guessed Myra was dead. Nobody guessed that.
And she fell out of the boat and drowned.
It's quite a story.
All these years, you just couldn't accept it. I'm sorry you forced me to say it again because I'll never be able to prove it, but I know George killed her. He threw her out of the boat.
Oh, poor Tommy. You say Myra's dead. She's dead for you because you could never have her. And you have to tell yourself that the man who took her away is the man who had to kill her.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I guess Maddie gets the 5 gold stars this round because he was the closest. He said she was a hallucination, and technically, I guess that's true, but more an apparition, but still.
Yes. For you, it's the truth. But if you want the real truth, Tommy, if you can face it, go up to the lake.
The lake?
I heard them say they were going there. Up to the lake.
I just dropped
there
all my drink on the
and
ground.
face the truth.
So beautiful just drifting here. I'd forgotten what it was like.
And you've come back to me, George.
Yes. I've come back.
I gotta go get a towel. I just spilled my drink everywhere, y'all.
It's as if I'd never left you. You're the same. You're exactly the same.
Have you really come back to me?
I'm here.
What is it you want to tell me?
I want to tell you I love you.
What else?
What else?
Yes, the last time we were in a boat on this lake, you told me you were leaving me.
I know. But that was long ago.
I never believed you'd stay with me. I was too happy. No human being has the right to so much happiness. I knew you'd leave me. That's why I wrote the poem. I didn't write it that last morning. I wrote it the first night. Even then, at the beginning, I knew that it would end.
Myra, I didn't mean to.
What chance did I have? I was a town girl given a scholarship, tolerated at a wealthy college. I had no chance against her. All that money, and that's what you wanted.
That's what I thought I wanted.
Oh, you still want it?
I've come back here.
Have you?
Oh, Myra. Myra, now I know why you're still young. It's what's inside you. All the love, the hope.
No.
Myra, now I know why you're still young. You're a ghost lady.
I'm young to you because this is how I looked on the last day of my life.
Don't say that.
Lady ghost.
Why not? It's true. This is the spot. The very place. The deepest part of the lake. And there's a kind of whirlpool just below the surface that pulls you down, down, deep down.
Oh, believe me, Myra, I made the wrong choice. All I want is you.
Is that true?
Yes. I only want to be with you.
Then come with me. Come home with me.
I want to.
Come to where I live. Here. In the lake, on the bottom of the lake.
Oh, dearest.
I don't know if I
Come
wanna.
live with me. Be with me.
That doesn't sound very
Come
good.
home with me, George. I'm so young, so much in love with you. Come with me, George.
Hey!
That's what I'm saying. Maddie, I was about to say you get double gold stars because she really is a friggin' siren.
Come to me, George. Come to me.
Hey, George, you're crazy!
I'm waiting.
George, don't jump in the water. What are you doing?
George, waiting.
Sit down!
Waiting for you, George, with all my love.
Yes, Myra.
And still so young.
Don't leave me, Myra.
I'm not
Don't
leaving
go.
you. Come with me, George. Come home with me.
George! No, don't!
Oh, that's it. He touched the water. He's dead now. You can't jump in and save him. He touched the water. That's it. Just give it up. No! You're right under the surface of the water.
And so he found Myra, finally, and just where he had left her. Because we are romantics at heart, we will let the story end here, at the last reunion of two lovers. For as the poet said, in the end, those who love will be together. Love is the only immortality. I shall return shortly.
Yeah, it's the atrazine. It just it makes it completely toxic.
Life goes on a predictable, almost preordained path.
I can look it up. Harry. What did you say? It was like the Sweet Song, 1979. I'll check it out. Maybe her ghost pulled him down the Dead Marshes style from Lord of the Rings. Oh heck yeah, dude! The freaking ghost army comes out.
Routine is the common lot of mankind. Every day, the same thing. And then, suddenly, someone says a single word, and the world is turned upside down. And in this case, the word is a name.
I don't think I can, Moldy.
Was Myra.
I don't think
Our cast included Mandel Kramer,
I don't
Mary
think I'm
Seldes,
capable
Carol
of doing
Teitel,
his
and
voice.
Fort Benson. The entire production was under the
gotta
direction
get
of Hyman Brown.
the fluoride out of the water.
Mrs. E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre.
I'm sorry, this is just the way I
Until
talk.
next time, pleasant dreams.
Hell yeah, dude. The Search for Myra, CBS Radio Mystery Theater. What'd we think, guys? What'd we think? I thought that was a good one. I just found that one yesterday. I'm like, that's a good one. And I do agree with the chat. The chat was saying they like the radio better because a lot of people listen to these when they're like laying down and stuff, and they don't have the ability, or when they're driving. So I definitely feel that. I do like doing movie watch-alongs, and I do want to show more of the One Step Beyond because those are really fun. But I personally like the radio shows better, so you need more of that. Struggling to get the car into gear fluctuations in your voice. Mediocre, yeah, it's a very mediocre RFK impression. But you know, I'm not an impressions guy. You know what I mean? Unless you were saying that the radio episode, was mediocre, in which case, I don't know. I liked it, but it's definitely not the best one we've ever listened to. But we're definitely going to be jamming out to more of them. I do like to find good episodes to play instead of just like clicking on random ones, because the last time we just clicked on a random one, it was boring. So, Tommy, I'm glad you like them, dude. Glad you like them. I love them too, and we've been trying to do these as often as possible. So we'll definitely be doing more. What else? That's about it, guys. I know we all got Divine Liturgy tomorrow, so I don't want to run this too late. And just one more time. Come on now. Come on now. That is the sound of fate. If anybody wants to vote, get them votes in, because tomorrow night at midnight, voting is closed, dude. My democracy, my rights, respect my rights. Every vote counts. Do your part. Uncle Sam needs you, etc., etc. Yeah, I mean, so, you know, right now, this is winning, so it looks like that's just fate, dude. Bill, we're $30 behind Team Beard, so I don't know what you want me to do about it, dude. All right, democracy is sacred. All right, and you can't mess with success. You can't mess with Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Don't stay in school. Don't do drugs. You know. Chin is a sovereign citizen and won't be held down by the oppressive Beard. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Thank you all so much for being here. Please like and share. Please leave comments after the show is done. Massive shout out to our homeboys, Dr. David Patrick Harry and Dr. Jim Bob. I'm going to give him a doctorate right now. I'm going to give him an honorary doctor just for today. Shouts out to you guys. Thank you so much, Jim Bob. Thank you so much, DPH. Thank you to the Cotel crew and to the Jortlandians. Really appreciate y'all, dude. Love y'all. It's been so cool seeing all of you guys freaking blowing up. Seeing that Jim Bob blowing up couldn't have happened to better people, and they really deserve it. They just put in the work, and it's amazing. It's a lot of good, entertaining content, and I know I've been enjoying all of the clips and all the streams, and so much love to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody that is consistently coming and hanging out with us, and to all the lurkers and chatters and supporters. Shouts out to our friend Shelly. She sent in another $15 for Team Beard. So see, they're climbing their way back up. They don't got that Rothschild money over there on Team Beard, but they're slowly but surely making it. Much love to you, Shelly. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart, and I really appreciate the support. Thank you to everybody else, and I hope you all have a great liturgy tomorrow. Be going to church, dog. Be going to church, all right? Don't make me come over there, and I will also be copying and pasting Acute Perspectives and making a rap song, and that's going to be our new intro song. So can't wait, dude. Can't wait. Just trim the beard, though. Yeah, I'm. That's what I was saying in the beginning. I'm definitely, if I do keep it, it's going to get trimmed at least, but like Moldy said, it's coming off. Hell or high water, it's coming off. So anyways, guys, I'm about to turn 37 and only paid for a beard trim this year. It's worth it. I know I gotta actually like go somewhere and have it done because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, dude. I really don't. But just a reminder, okay, just a reminder. Oh man, I already closed the tab. I had a picture pulled up of me without a beard, and it's pretty. It's not so great, but you know what? It comes back, man. It comes back. Harry's voting, get rid of it. Take care and God bless. God bless you, Bill. Always good to see you, brother. Always good to see everybody. Much love. God bless. And until next time, Lil Ewok signing off. Peace out, y'all. Don't be chasing sirens into the water. Don't jump into the lake when a lady tells you to. It's a bad idea.